guys, in this topic we'll see about what is super elevation and the problems related to super elevation. First of all, we have to know what is super elevation. That is, whenever there is a surface considered, there is a circular motion of a car. If it is continuously rotating in a circular motion, there is a chance of the car going out of the road because of the centrifugal force which is pulling out the car away. To avoid that, usually in every highways or expressways will usually elevate the road to avoid your centrifugal action. That in that case we can avoid the skipping of the car or any vehicle out of the surface. So that type of elevation is called super elevation. Consider here, this is your roadway. If it is normally in this road, the car or vehicle may go out of the road. So to avoid that, we are just elevating that in such height so that it cannot go out of the road or the surface. That elevation is called super elevation. To calculate that, you have to resolve some force. This, whenever there is the surface acting, there will be the reaction towards your surface, and the self weight will be acting down, that is W, and the centrifugal force will be acting towards your right side, that is omega into B square divided by G into R. To avoid that, we are going to provide another thing that is called F, that is thrust. We have to calculate this. To find this thrust, we have to resolve the other horizontal force and to calculate what is thrust. So let me give you the formulas related to that. See here, they had given tan theta is equal to V square divided by G into R, where G is equal to acceleration due to gravity, R is our radius, V is our velocity. To find the super elevation E, we have two types of formula, that is tan theta is equal to E divided by B, and another one is E divided by G, where G is the gauge of the rails and B is the breadth of the rails. From this two equation, you can see tan theta can be written as V square divided by GR. So V square divided by GR is equal to E divided by B. From that you can calculate what is E. E is equal to V square B divided by GR. If I substitute the same, tan theta is equal to V square divided by GR is equal to E divided by G, I will get the equation E is equal to V square G divided by G into R, where capital G is the gauge, small g is our acceleration due to gravity. These are the formulas you have to know first. Now let me teach you the problem. See, the question they had given like calculate the super elevation, that means E we have to calculate. Required for a circular track of radius 250 meter, that means R they had given us 250 meter, and vehicle traveling with 50 kilometer per hour. To convert that, so take that V is equal to 50 kilometer per hour. We have to calculate the side thrust. Thrust means F we have to calculate. So two components we have to calculate. One is our super elevation and the other one is our thrust. And they had given the vehicle is 10 kilonewton, that is W is equal to 10 kilonewton, and the speed is raised to 80 kilometer per hour. Using that 80 kilometer per hour, we will calculate the other thing. So take the first part, R is equal to 250 meter they had given. So this is your R, V is equal to 50 kilometer per hour. To change the V into meter per second, 50 into 1000 divided by 60 into 60, this is your conversion. After that you will get V is equal to 13.389 meter per second. W is equal to 10 kilonewton. This is the normal thing. We have to calculate what is tan theta now. Tan theta is equal to V square divided by GR. Substitute the V value, G value and R value. Everything is given in the question. G is 9.8, acceleration due to gravity. From that you can calculate theta is equal to 4.5 degree. Since in this question they have not given any value of B and G, so only we are taking this theta as a super elevation angle. No need to calculate your E because we don't know the two values, that is B and G. So theta is over. Now we have to calculate what is the speed increases to 80 km per hour. That means V is equal to 80 into 1000 divided by 60 into 60, so that V is equal to 22.22 meter per second. Now we are using to resolve the force. For that I am defining over this diagram. Resolution, I hope you all know how to resolve the forces into two parts. So now take this equation. There are three types of horizontal force. One is your F, which is acting towards the left side, and the other one is W or omega V square divided by GR, and the angle is with respect to the horizontal, so this angle will be equal to cos. This W will act this way and the angle is away from the horizontal, so this will be act like sine. When you resolve this whole component, you will get the answer like minus F plus omega V square by GR cos theta minus W into sine theta, which is equal to 0. So that is what we had mentioned here. Resolving the forces, minus F plus omega V square divided by GR cos theta minus omega into sine theta is equal to 0. When you substitute the values for everything, that is W is equal to 10. Sorry, this is not omega, it is your weight. So it is 10 kilonewton. So 10 into 10 power 3. V is your velocity, G is your acceleration due to gravity, and R is your radius. Substitute your theta and find what is our thrust value. That is what given here. F is equal to 1.22 kilonewton. So this is what your answer. So let me teach the another one problem for you. The same method and same procedure. The rail track with gauge 1.68 meter carries a weight of 100 kilonewton. So its W is equal to 1000 kilonewton, and radius is equal to 800 given in the question. And they had given another data like locomotive is tracked at 60 km per hour, that is your V. To convert that 60 km per hour, we'll use the conversion, and we got the value as V is equal to 16.67 meter per second. As usual, after that you have to calculate what is tan theta. Tan theta is equal to V square divided by G into R. So substitute your V value, G value and R value to get your theta value, that is 2.033 degree. In this equation, they had given the gauge value as 1.68 meter. So we can easily find out what is our E value, that is super elevation. What is the formula to find the super elevation? Tan theta is equal to E divided by G. This is what your equation. So that E can be calculated using E is equal to G into tan theta. Substitute your G value, tan theta value, and find out what is your E value. Then they had given the speed has increased to 80 km per hour. The conversion, use the conversion and find out what is our velocity, that is 22.22 meter per second. After that, the same procedure, you have to resolve these forces, the same diagram and the same thing. So it will usually become like minus F plus omega V square W V square divided by GR into cos theta minus W into sin theta. We have to calculate what is our F. Substitute all the values of W, V, G, R and theta and get the value of F, that is our thrust. So this is the sum related to our super elevation. Go through this. If any doubt, you can ask me at any time. Thank you.